When we think of childhood in America, we think of children going outside to play with their friends, going to parties, going to the park, going to school, and homework being their largest concern. However, in Uganda, that is not the case. Children are afraid of having their lips, their nose, and their ears cut off, and their families murdered in front of them by a ruthless warlord, Joseph Kony, who terrorizes their village. On any given day, Ugandan soldiers, aided by U.S. Special Forces, comb through the forest, looking for one of the most elusive war criminals in history, a man who has kidnapped thousands of children, turning boys into hardened killers and girls into sex slaves. It is estimated that the LRA has killed upwards of 70,000 civilians, kidnapped some 40,000 children, and displaced hundreds of thousands of people in 4 countries. This was said by Scott Johnson in his article in Newsweek magazine called The Hunt for Kony. Today, I will be telling you guys about who Joseph Kony is, what he is doing, and what is being done to stop him. Joseph Kony rose to power in 1987. He was known as a healer and a spiritual medium to the Choli people of Uganda. He created his group, the Lord's Resistance Army, and his group's main focus was to follow the 10 Commandments. Another reason the group was created was to rebel against the new president of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, and his group, the National Resistance Army. In the beginning, Joseph Kony was fighting for the people of Uganda, but once they began to become accustomed to the new president's rule, he turned on them. He claimed to have a connection to a higher power, so those who did not follow him were seen to be enemies of God. He once gave a command that anybody seen riding a bicycle should have their legs cut off. He was afraid that they would go to the villages and tell the government about where he was and what he was doing. If Kony attracted supporters through his mystical powers and charisma, he kept them through fear. Certainly, the violence is what made his movement so terrifying. This was said by Hillary Whiteman in her article, Joseph Kony, Brutal Warlord Who Shocked the World, on the CNN website. He went through these villages terrorizing the people, saying that it was in the name of God. He wanted the people of Uganda to know that their president could not protect them. Parents tried to protect their children by sending them to sleep in towns instead of the villages where he mostly attacked. Since his reign began in 1987, he has abducted 40,000 children. In 2013, he abducted 549 children, and in 2014, he has already abducted 47 children. When he goes to these villages to kidnap the boys, he sometimes forces them to kill their families, so that once he's kidnapped them, they will not have anyone to go back home to. He also forces the boys to take magic potions. He says that the magic potions will help increase their physical capabilities, and also if they were ever to run away, the magic potions help him track them faster. The boys are used as human shields, and they're also sent into the fields to find landmines. Sometimes he sends them to the towns to spy to see if there's any government talk on him. And if he gives a command for one of the boys to do something and they do not obey, he forces another boy to kill that child as a way of saying that what he says is final. The girls are turned into sex slaves and they are raped dozens of times a day. They are sometimes forced to marry their captors, and also he uses them as cooks and cleaners. So what is being done to help these people? The Invisible Children Organization is a foundation that's created simply to help the people of Uganda try to regain their freedom from Joseph Kony. They have 4 major concentrations. The first is media. They use videos and blogs to document the LRA activity and to bring awareness to what the people of Uganda are going through. The second is mobilization. They have supporters and rallies and fundraisers so people can become more aware to what these people are going through and who Joseph Kony is. Second is protection. They have systems that warn of attacks. On their website, they have an LRA tracker where you can see the last known places that the LRA has attacked. This helps the people of Uganda know, like, if the LRA is in this one village, the surrounding villages can try to protect themselves in case they arrive. And last is recovery. They rehabilitate the people who have been victimized by Joseph Kony, and they also provide education and money to the children to help get their lives back on track. In 2012, the Invisible Children organization created a documentary called Kony 2012. The video was supposed to make Kony famous. They wanted everyone to know who he was and what he was doing to these people. They also wanted more people to know about what was going on so they can offer help to help protect these people over there. They also wanted the government to interfere. If more people knew what was going on, then it'd be more likely that the governments will send more people to try to help find him, considering he is still on the loose. Today, I told you guys about who Joseph Kony was, what he was doing, and what was trying to be done to stop him. He is said to still be on the loose in Central Africa, and there are thousands of troops looking for him. The hunt for him is called Operation Lightning Thunder. When he is caught, he will be prosecuted by the International Criminal Court for war crimes. Even though these people have gone through so much, the Invisible Children reports that since December 2008, 2,624 people have found their way back to their families.
How did you guys think that was?
Oh, I think it went really well.
Yeah.
How about you?
Really good.
I was nervous because the information is so much. When I first started, I didn't know if I was going to do good, but I rehearsed it so many times that it just stuck.
How many times do you think you rehearsed it?
Probably at least 40 times.
And Kleesay, how about you? How many times did you rehearse this speech for this one?
I recruited anybody who would listen to me.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to listen to my speech.
My dog listened probably 10 times. Got a little bored though.
And imagine that. See? What
Yeah.
do I tell you? Rehearse it, rehearse it. Rehearsal is key. Excellent. You both
Definitely.
did so well.
Thank
Because
you.
you can tell who gets up there and like they didn't rehearse because they don't know what they're going to say.
And it's important to like relay the information correctly, so that's why I really rehearsed, because I wanted to make sure that the information was right and I wasn't giving false information.
Same for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're important topics.
Yeah.
So when you're telling people about them, you don't want to screw it up and tell them false information.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is important and you should listen to me.
Excellent. Thank you.